amazing things happen. Thank you for bringing me up here.
Yeah.
So, my question is quite easy. I mean, I came a long way. I was totally different 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
Evolution is delicious, isn't it?
I'm super happy with my life. I live on an island in the
Can you
Mediterranean.
hear?
You can't? Ah, you can. Thank you. I'm making good money. I love my work, and I'm easy about it. And after finding you somewhere, I really go into meditation quite a lot. And I was very happy when one day I listened to you and you said, maybe you only stay there for 2 or 3 minutes, but because I cannot, simply at this moment I cannot have it any longer. And when I'm in this moment, I get so excited that I immediately drop out of it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, when you get those kind of impulses, it's time to go and follow the pleasure.
Okay, but I so much enjoy being in these moments of total relaxation and being one with my source, and so it seems to me like I get a bit scared. Oh my God, it's happening, and then I fall out of it. My question is, it's funny, when I get in this state of being totally relaxed, it feels like someone's pulling my ear. And so I know, oh, I'm in the state. And
well, someone is offering you a block of thought that says, listen. Here, in other words, because sometimes, and this is the wonderful distinction that you're helping us to make. People sit in meditation for different reasons, and we are not quibbling with any of the reasons that people are choosing. But if we were standing in your physical shoes, we would be sitting and quieting our mind with one intention only, and that is to sync up with who we really are. And when you sync up with who you really are, we've got things to talk about. You have to understand that your inner being knows where you stand in your physical unfolding in relationship to every single thing that you've been asking for. And there is no reason whatsoever that you should not, in all moments of your life experience, be moving in the direction of your fullest asking. And so there's just this steady presenting of the best possible options. So here's the distinction that you're helping us to make. Sometimes people sit with the purpose of quieting their mind, and they want to solve a problem in the middle of meditation. Well, that's not what we would be doing, because when you take a problem into your meditation, you bring resistance with you into your meditation, and then you don't watch the movie. Then you don't allow yourself the reception of the movie. Some people go into meditation because they're wanting to create through meditation, and that's the distinction that we were offering earlier. They want to tune in and then use the awesome power of their mind to focus things into being.
It's
all right, there's nothing wrong with listening. You see, you're impatient, you don't want to listen, you want to talk, or you want us to talk. It was a sort of annoying beeping in the room, if some of you couldn't hear it, but it was perfect timing for this conversation, because listen, 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 listen. And you can't talk and listen at the same time. We'll get into a discussion, we know we will, before our hours together are finished, into who's actually doing the thinking, because there is a desire within you. You understand that you create your own reality, and you want to create your own reality, and you want to be a full participant in the reality that you've created. And we just want you to remember that life caused you to create it, and the larger part of you embraced it and is beaming the fullness of it to you. And so during that time of meditation, during that time of quieting your mind, the primary purpose of that is so that you can relax and hear. relax and hear. And so it's interesting because Esther's first encouragement, she had never meditated. And she was instructed by someone that she trusted to sit in a quiet room and wear comfortable clothing and focus on her breathing. And when your mind wanders, release the thought and focus back on your breathing. And so she and Jerry did that for about 9 months. And we were offering blocks of thought to her through most of that time, which she was releasing, because she wanted her mind to be quiet, and she thought that the thoughts that were coming were in the way of whatever else was supposed to happen. Well, what's supposed to happen during meditation is that you are supposed to come into alignment so that you can hear the broader perspective that your inner being knows, you see. And so just enjoy what you're hearing. We want to hear from you.
The thing is that I'm afraid I'm not yet at this point. The work I need to do is to really calm my mind, because I'm a fast thinker, I'm a quick thinker, and
here's the thing. We want you to consider, because we don't agree with what you just said, but we can't zap you and make you know it. Well, maybe we can. Well, no, we can't. We can't zap you and make you know it, but we can know it, and maybe you can know that we know it, and maybe that will help you know it a little bit. But you are ready. You're ready. And often are in the receiving mode, but you're not accepting that you're receiving, because what you're receiving is being translated through your own mind, and so you think that it's your own mind instead of that you're receiving this broader impulse. It's happening to a lot of you. The only distinction you have to make is this a pleasurable thought? Does this sound like a good idea? Does this feel like something that I want to do? You know, when Esther finally understood that, we'll set the scene, then we'll take a segment of refreshment. She sat with the intention of meditating, knowing for sure that she's tapping into source energy, into the energy that creates worlds. And she quieted her mind, and she focused upon her breathing, and she did all of the things that she'd learned from us were effective in a very happily orchestrated meditation. And then she thought about moving furniture from place to place. And she thought, that can't be coming from source. Source would not offer me a thought like that. Was it pleasurable? Oh yeah. Oh, she really had a wonderful time. And when she came out of meditation, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, did she want to move some furniture around. So she got her computer out and looked up who moves furniture in San Diego, and found 2 men in a truck. Called them up. I need to move some furniture. She has 2 houses. She sort of wanted to move that over there, and 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 that. She had a long, delicious meditation. So they came to help her move some furniture around, and they were delightful. And the conversation that ensued was so meaningful. The experience was far beyond moving furniture. She had knowing for them that they were reaching for, and they had fun for her that she was reaching for. And before the day was done, they put almost everything right back where it was before, because it was the journey. Yeah. So just let what flows to you flow to you, and don't stand in criticism of yourself then or ever. You see, when you stand in criticism of yourself, you really get crossways of your inner being. And when you feel that way, just softly say to yourself, oh, I'm doing that thing I do. I'm doing that thing I do. And then do your best to release it. But you can get out ahead of it in this way. When you sit to meditate, these are the intentions that we would hold. If we were in your physical shoes, getting ready to sit for this moment, we'd say, I'm setting aside 15 or 20 minutes. Longer, not necessary unless you want to, but we wouldn't. You've trained your mind to be active. Don't ask it to be inactive for so long. So it is my intention to sit here for 15 or 20 minutes, and I'm going to isolate some sound that is easy for me to focus upon. Can you hear something in this room? Hear the fan? So if we were in this room and we were meditating, we would focus on that sound. Not easy while we're talking to you, but you get the idea of it. Just focus on the sound. When your mind wanders, focus on the sound. When your mind wanders, focus on the sound. When your mind wanders, focus on the sound. And you will feel, we know you have, a distinct feeling of detachment. And once that feeling of detachment happens, then just relax and let whatever thought flows flow. Just sit in absolute knowing that whatever thoughts are flowing are wonderful thoughts to flow, and just leave it at that. Do not use your meditation for the awesome power of directing thought. Use your meditation for the awesome pleasure of receiving thought. This is a really good time for a segment of refreshment.